we're running. Tell me what we're running from.
Welcome to Psychologicalley. Today we'll be running from none other than Leoda Bradshaw, petty officer of the U.S. Navy, with her psychologic telling herself, if I get rid of my man's baby mama and their new baby, then I and our child will have him all to ourselves. You see, Leoda has been seeing her Jamaican politician man, Phillip Paulwell, for over 8 years, and they have an 8-year-old daughter together. So when she found out in 2023 that he had a 10-month-old daughter, and it wasn't with her, she decided that child and her mama had to go. So she quickly conjured up a plan, flying to Jamaica, hiring hitmen, and offering them 500,000 Jamaican dollars to get rid of 27-year-old Toshyna Patterson and her baby Sarayah Paulwell. And on that fateful day in September 2023, as Philip was out jogging, Leoda took his vehicle and went to go get Toshyna and her baby at her house. Why, you ask? Because arrangement was already made for Toshyna to get DNA test to prove Philip was her child's father. And because Toshyna was familiar with Philip's vehicle, as she has been picked up many times before, Leoda knew it was the perfect way to get a hold of Toshyna and her baby. But there's a missing piece to the puzzle, and the streets are saying that the child's own father is involved in the plot. And there may be some truth to it. Because what sensible woman would agree to go with a rival baby mama to get paternity test for her child when, frankly, none of it concerns her and should be the concern of the child's father only? But there hasn't been any proof to date, but we shall later see. So on that morning, as Toshyna and her baby got dressed, Toshyna's mom was very troubled in her spirit, and she began anointing her grandchild with oil as she prayed over her. But none of that could stop the devious plans that was already set in motion for her that day. And as the car pulled up to Toshyna's gate, she walked up to the car with her baby, as she had done many times before. But this time, as she opened the door, she was face to face with armed men who ordered her at gunpoint to get in the car and cooperate. So she got in and they drove off. Baby Sarayah was a joyful baby. And so as they drove off, she began to play with one of the gunmen, even jumping on his lap.
Oh, no!
They drove them to a secluded area in a place called Warwick Hills, where they proceeded with their evil deed. As one of the hitmen held a gun to her baby's head, toying with her, Toshyna screamed in tears, begging him, "Please don't hurt my baby. Please, please, please." At which point, Leoda and the men shouted at her to shut up. And as Toshyna continued to plead with them not to kill her baby, the hitman put the gun to the baby's head and pulled the trigger. Leoda wanted Toshyna to suffer unimaginably. And so, as the baby lay dying, she had the hitman shot her 3 more times all over her little body, while Leoda screams at Toshyna to stop taking people man. You would think that after telling Toshyna to stop taking people man, Leoda would have given her the chance to actually stop taking people man by letting her live, but no. As Toshyna bawled and hollered in agony and pain of watching her baby die, they told her to shut up before riddling her body with bullets. They then lit their bodies on fire. Aww. And what Leoda did next would be the very reason we are hearing about any of this. She put a hit out on the hitman. Yes, she wanted to get rid of him now that he had done her dirty deed. But word got back to him, and to save his own life, he went to the police and spilled everything he knew. What a conundrum. May Toshyna and her precious baby Sarayah rest in heavenly peace, and may her grandma and family members find strength and comfort. Leoda with her psychologic has done so much harm, and all for nothing. She has been hauled off to jail with no bond since October 2023, and is still behind bars awaiting her turn at trial, as the contract killers she hired to carry out her beyond forgiveness sin have been sentenced.
A family tonight is grieving this mother and her 10-year-old daughter, and it's this Miami woman, Leoda Bradshaw, who is accused of hiring hitmen to kill them in Jamaica.
Leoda Vanessa Bradshaw, 34 years old, petty officer
in the U.S. Navy. She was charged with 2 counts of conspiracy to murder, 2 counts of conspiracy to kidnapping, 2 counts of kidnapping, 2 counts of murder.
Bradshaw is a U.S. Navy petty officer assigned to a talent acquisition team here in Miami. In a statement to NBC6, the Navy says it takes all allegations of misconduct seriously and is fully cooperating with appropriate investigative and law enforcement authorities. The matter is currently under investigation by Jamaican authorities and the Navy Criminal Investigative Service. This is Bradshaw walking out of a Jamaican courtroom after being charged. The Office of the Director of Public Prosecution in Jamaica alleges Bradshaw and her cousin hired 2 men to murder a child and her mother. The contracted men allegedly carried out the murder by shooting the victims, then burning them.
It is one of the most painful investigations for the team since recent times. However, the team of investigators continue to be professional and remain focused.
Jamaican officials identifying the child as the daughter of a member of Parliament, Phillip Paulwell. In a press release, prosecutors allege Bradshaw and Paulwell were in a relationship and Bradshaw considered Paulwell her spouse. He hasn't responded to our request for comment, but he did say this on social media: that anyone could murder a mother and an innocent baby is unimaginable, and my heart is heavy with sadness. I am praying for Toshyna's family, who I know are experiencing the unbearable grief and pain of losing their beloved daughter and granddaughter.
Now, Leoda, how will you and your daughter have Phillip Paulwell all to yourselves when you will be locked away? And how is being locked away helping your child now? You did not count on being caught, did you? But we do not have to run anymore, Ali subs. Yeah! She is caught and locked away at the St. Catherine jail awaiting her trial and hopefully her punishment. Now, what punishment do you think would be suitable for her? Meet me in the comments. Thanks for running with me. Until next time, Psychologic Alley signing off.